So, ready?
Yeah, good to
All
go.
right. So when none of these are lit, your left and right is lit, and that means everything that I'm doing on the console is just for the house system. However, if I push mix one, you can see that mix one here is the monitor master. So I guess that's the side monitors there. So I can push mix one. Now everything that I'm doing here is just for those speakers. If I go to the next one, that's the hearing aid or assistive listening system. Hearing aid master is what it's called here. Now everything that I'm doing is mixing just for what they're hearing. If I go down to mix 910, I don't know why they've gone down to mix 910 instead of just going to the next one, but all the way down the bottom is our uh, feed to hear. I know that because I went to it and I muted it and the audio went away. And now we're back. So mix 9 and 10, if the live stream, I can put my headphones in and I can push that button right there and then I can hear the live stream. And then I can mix just for what's going out on the live stream. And then on any of these, if I press it again, it goes back to the left and right, or I can just hit left and right, and now I'm back at the main mix. So basically, every one of these outputs. When I press one, select one of those outputs, the entire mixer becomes dedicated to that output. So now I'm mixing just for that. That's the reason it's remembering the levels of each one. And then mix two being our hearing aid master, which is pretty level all the way across. And then all the way down mix 9 and 10, which is also pretty level across. But that's that. And so now I can, on OBS, I do have the record function. And so I can actually, using the system, I can record anything, the piano, the vocal. I can record anything to hear instead of to the iPad. It'll be much better sound quality. And then just go to the desktop and play that back. You can label, name those, the song, and just play them back. It is going to take up more space on the hard drive than necessary because it's high def video instead of just audio.
Can you change it to just audio or no?
Well, one thing that I think we can do is we can probably go to our scenes and we can actually, we need to find out. See, we have side cam. I see a video source. I do not see a audio source, which means they probably are routing the audio from here to one of the cameras and then bringing it in. But let's just see. If we added a scene and call it audio only. Audio only. I don't know, what would you call it?
Worship service?
Or piano?
We can always rename that, but we'll say audio only. And then we can add an audio input capture. And let's just see if that's right. Um, 910. Check. Yes. Okay. So they're using this. They're just coming straight into the mic input on the computer. So, all right. So now we've got an audio only. So I can go to the audio only and I can push record, and now I'm not recording any video. So that's one way to get that done. Now let's say if I just start recording now, whatever, I know it's going to be the piano, but testing 1, 2, 3, check. And now we'll stop. We'll minimize. And today is
27th, yeah. I should remember that. I had you in my calendar.
27. Here we go. So then I could just rename that, but the name of the song that I just recorded. But
It's muted.
Oh, okay. Is it routed through the system?
Yeah, it's just the
computer
monitor speakers.
Yeah, but it recorded the video too. So let's see what's going on. Oh,
you have to switch.
Yeah, I didn't transition. That's right. Let's try that again. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2. Testing.
There's some feedback. I wonder, is it because you're back here?
I think it was just the way I was holding it. All right, so now let's check the file size.
Speaking of a file, I need to make one to put all those in on the desktop.
Oh, right.
It's going to turn into just
folder. Yeah, put folders. That would be great. So that was 291 kilobytes. Let's see what the last one that had video with it. 3 megabytes. Yeah, so it did make a big difference. So we can record it like that, and there's the audio only. And let's open it up and see what. And yeah. 1, 2, 3. Check. Okay. So that would be a really good way to do it. However, what we're looking at now is using everything to get that done, and I don't know if that's feasible. Because do you just come in by yourself sometimes?
I have a piano player.
Right. So but this may not be it may not be realistic to employ all of this stuff. If you don't,
it's just twice a month. We use it like she just comes and plays twice a month, and then so she records for us the other 2 weeks a month.
Well, if you don't use the entire system, then you are stuck with just using the onboard microphone. The way you're doing it is just about the only way you can do it. If you bring it back here, then the PA system has to come into play, which is going to be a higher quality. Everything's going to be higher quality. There's really no use in using the iPad if you do that because the computer's already connected.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be good. Then you just use your music when you lead.
But it will require someone to come in, open OBS, turn on the system. The system itself should be set if it comes on. Yeah. But then the most challenging part of this is going to be selecting the audio only scene and then starting the recording and then renaming it.
We can make sure
so
somebody's here, either myself or Jacob or my husband, maybe, because they do it after 5 on Friday, so he could probably be here. And we'll just make it work because it will be a lot less distracting, and it'll, like you said, be better quality. So we'll do that.
I would love that. I would love that.
I'm gonna name this record.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll either get me or Philip then to do it. That's why I have this. Yeah.
So I named it record audio only.
Okay.
And so on that scene, using that scene and making sure it's transitioned to it. And then just start recording. Now, but after that, it really is going to be important to go to the desktop, find that file, and name it what you want to name it, or else it'll get lost.
So can you do
the shuffle?
So can we do like all the music, like just like have separate files underneath that for each Sunday or something?
Yeah.
Like
So
that?
he'll make a folder or something, and it'll just be
you put the date.
Worship audio or whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And then just pull them in there.
Okay.
But then you can name the song, or if you want to do a whole collection. I don't know if that's the way you do it.
Well, normally we have like about 4 or 5 songs on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we could just all put them in order in that folder named, that would make it easy for whoever's using it.
So whoever's running it, you'd be clicking on each song and then going to the next one and then go to the next one, or you'd have a set.
Yeah.
And that set would be the same all the time.
Yeah. So I would just do it one at a time.
You could shuffle them up then.
Yeah.
But it would just take a little bit more management to going and starting each song.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, that's what we figured we would have to do. I didn't know any other way, but okay.
So,
Well, I appreciate it so very much.
but all that makes sense, right? Yeah.
And we have a video.
Would the way they have that set up, would the audio come back to the audio recorder?
Okay, so now that's, yeah, I'm glad you said that. So, let's make sure that the computer is routed to the, because there it is, computer. But I'm not hearing it. So let's see. There we go. I bet that's it. Let's try it again. Okay. So originally there was a USB audio device, which is not used now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the computer reconnected to channel 5 here so that you have it on the console. So when I play this back, I've got volume control here. You won't be able to hear it here anymore, but you'll be able to hear it in the system. And of course, if all we'll have to do is go back and forth between these two, I can do that, and now I'm hearing it through the monitor. Now if I go here, the way we're going to get it reconnected so that we'll be able to hear it in the console, through the console. So we'll work on that real quick and make sure that that's functioning. But yep. So we'll work on that.